look okay? I can't tell. I'm wearing all dark colors today, so I just look like a floating head because I'm wearing a dark blue shirt with a black sweatshirt and my hair is so dark. Hello, YouTube. It is Thursday, November 22nd. It's Thursday, November 2nd. And I don't know. I just felt like turning on my camera and talking. Let's chat a little bit about what's been going on, because today I feel like I'm like in a mood and like not a good one, obviously. Let's talk it out. I think I mentioned this in, not my last video, but the one before that. Maybe, if not, I'll explain more. I think I know the main reason for why I'm in a mood right now is that we are having a really bad cockroach infestation in our apartment, and it fucking sucks. And it's been for a month and a half. And it's really frustrating feeling like our apartment is filled with bugs. So far this morning, I have not seen any yet today. It's like 11:30 today. I haven't seen any yet today, thank God. But pretty much every day, we're seeing up to 15 cockroaches in the apartment. Some days it's less, some days it's that amount, some days it's like 2. I'm shocked I haven't seen one yet. They're probably just hiding somewhere, but it's really fucking obnoxious, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I feel like at first I was grossed out by the situation. Now I'm just annoyed and angry about it because it's like, what the fuck? I'm really in a mood today. How this started out was like, I think it was August. It might have been the end of August, beginning of September. I can't remember exactly when it was. I saw a bug in the apartment, like on our table. I was like, oh God, that's a huge bug. We killed it and we were like, okay, whatever. We're not going to think anything about it. Maybe it's just a bug that got in like from outside. We started to see more of them and we were like, what the hell are these? And then Sean did some research, figured out that they were little cockroaches, and we were like, great, we have a roach infestation, amazing. Talked about it with the super and the landlord, the building management, whoever it is. I'm trying to remember all the timeline events because it's been so long. Initially they told us it was the neighbors down below us because it was like all the apartments like on this side that are like the same number as us, just on different floors, were having this cockroach issue. So we were like, okay, great, it's just our side of the building. Alongside this, I was also noticing that the like door to the garage for our building was open basically the entire month of September and most of October too, that I was like, maybe it's something from that. I don't know, just trying to think of causes because that's kind of on our side of the building. Then in our office, we had the cat food. We had a little like water fountain. This is all so discombobulated, the story. I'm so sorry. We had a water fountain on top of a towel for the cats, as well as like a raised food bowl. And Sean was like, had been seeing a lot of bugs and a lot of cockroaches coming from underneath his like desk and where we have our printer, which is on this wall of the office, which is where our cat food was. So he's like, let me like clean this up a little bit. Opens it up. Apparently there's a ton of cockroaches in there. He cleans it up, puts the towel, gets rid of the towel. I had a box of like manila envelopes and like paper covers for like my sheet music and stuff for like auditions and stuff. He opened the box, there was a ton in there too. So we were like, okay, maybe we had a little nest that formed from this because that's the only food in our apartment that's open on the floor and around, is the only open food and water is for the cats. Took care of that situation. We are still having bugs, but it seemed like it like nipped that bit in the bud of like where we could have had something causing a problem. But we still don't truly know if that was ever fixed, but we don't know. The super came by like a second time to spray things and check everything and like fill more holes and fill more gaps. What we learned is that like the floorboards where we were seeing the spaces shouldn't have spaces there. It should have been filled by like the management building company when the building was first put together. We're the first people in this building, and this building's been for like 3 years. So we're the first people to be in this apartment. So there was lots of spaces of like in between, like there's like a little section going into the bathroom. There's a space between like the wood and like the little walk up. There's a space the same way going into a closet, like all underneath the whole like kitchen, like underneath the like trim, there's a space underneath it. So he came in and sprayed there, filled there, checked behind all of our big appliances, still nothing there. Like it was just, the first time he came, it was just really dusty. Second time he came, it was all clean because I had like deep cleaned it when he came the last time, and he like sprayed stuff and filled those spaces. And like we took apart the entire office so we could like get inside the closet, because what he told us is that it's our next door neighbors who have the roach nest and are causing the problem. So they are on this side of the apartment, so it makes a lot of sense why you're seeing so many of them on this side of the apartment. Granted, they've been all over the entire apartment. That was last Friday. Since then, it has gotten worse. It has gotten worse. It has been so bad, pretty much up to 15 a day. We've been seeing them before this as well in our fridge and in our freezer, like where the fridge and the freezer crease when you open them, which is so disgusting. I have a video of one on our kitchen counter that I had to attack with a fly swatter to kill. The other night, we were like, let's just like check areas where we might be seeing them. Because then the other night we opened one of the drawers that we have for our utensils and there was one in there. So we open that one again, see that one, maybe it's that same one, maybe it's another one, try to kill it. It like runs away and disappears. A problem we've also been finding with this is that when we open our front door, there's just like some hiding underneath the front door and then they scurry across the hall. So we were like, maybe it went underneath the door. And then Sean's like, wait, let me just check underneath like the trim where everything is where the landlord filled. We check, there is a massive hole. So we're like, I'm like, that must be where they're getting in, getting out, all this kind of stuff. We have no clue. So we're like, let's just clean out all of these drawers that we have in our kitchen that has like our utensils, our pots, and our pans in 2 separate ones. We open up the second drawer and there's 2 dead ones in there with all our pots and pans. Disgusting. So we took everything out, dishwashed all of that. Oh yeah, there was one in the dishwasher too. So even better, great. And then, yeah, so it's just so annoying feeling like my apartment is not a place that I can feel clean in and like sanitary in because there's fucking roaches everywhere. We keep a fairly clean apartment. I would say like, yeah, sometimes there's crumbs on the floor. We clean it up. We take out the trash every day or so. We do the dishes all the time because our dishwasher is so tiny. We keep a very clean place, but the situation is not getting better. It is getting worse and it's really frustrating because for me, now I'm like, I feel like I can't go into the kitchen and like make dinner because I'm afraid every time I open up something, there's gonna be bugs all over the place. And like going into the fridge, I'm always like this, trying to look for them. It's just disgusting and I can't stand it anymore. And it's such a factor in why I am like annoyed right now. It's really coming out right now. I haven't like raged about this. We're figuring it out. We're definitely moving, but yeah. I also just feel like lately, besides this situation with the roaches that has just been like really bugging me, pun intended, I just feel like along with all of that and feeling like I can't be in my own apartment, besides this whole situation with the bugs and the roaches, with the roaches, I feel like I've just been like apathetic recently. Today specifically, it feels like it's like really coming on. I don't know if it's like I'm sad or depressed or what, or just like frustrated. It's just, I just feel like things are not going great and it's really bothering me. This whole roach situation is just like another layer on top of it. So it's a little bit after I filmed my video and I started editing it. The landlord just came by and he's looking through everything, filling holes and all that kind of stuff, filling the hole that I mentioned. He just found so many above our fridge. Like we have like high ceilings and it's in a corner near a cabinet above the fridge. I am so grossed out. So, love a roach update, great. I'm not gonna zoom in because it's disgusting, but it's that area right there. Okay, to sum all of this up with what just happened, the super was just here for like an hour, filling holes, killing the nest that, oh God, this is just so disgusting. Anyway, thanks so much for watching DFTBA, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.